Hey guys, welcome back to another video this week. This one's a little bit different in that it is basically nighttime and I'm in my car. Many reasons why I'm doing this is because I was trying to think of what's a good space that maybe I can be left alone to make sure that there's absolutely no distractions and make sure that I am basically soundproof. Because that's the whole thing I wanted to do. I wanted to make this quite, I don't know, maybe like a soundproof base or something. I'm not gonna do that often. I just wanted to see how this was. So basically, I'm just in my car and it's night because I figured, well, I've had a lot of ones in the sun, why not have one in the dark? But anyway, this video is another review, which is nice. And that's because this week I went to see Shazam. Yeah, the new DC movie starring Zachary Levi. So, first the non-spoiler bit. Overall, I thought it was really fun. And that's a good thing, because I've watched, oh god, I've watched all of the DCEU movies over the years. And I never particularly liked the shift in tone that they had when they went all dark. Especially with certain characters when I was like, yeah, that doesn't need to be that dark, or I don't know why this character does this anyway. But it's weird, ever since Aquaman and now this, they've shifted back to be like, yeah, let's just embrace the stupidity. Yeah, let's embrace the fact that these characters are ridiculous. And they are ridiculous. It's literally, this movie alone is about a kid who by saying the word Shazam, becomes a grown-up with superpowers. It's literally big meets Superman. It's so ridiculous. But, that's a little non-spoiler, but now full-on spoilers. So, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this week. Yeah, I apologise. You shouldn't have clicked on the video anyway. But, overall, I really enjoyed it. I liked the fact that, I like the kid. I like Zachary Levi as Shazam. I felt there were little times when he was overplaying the idea of, being the kid, stuck in a man's body. I felt like he overplayed that a little bit, especially, some conversations with Freddy, especially, when he, ditched school and, trying to make money and stuff, and especially, also when he was fighting the villain, It took me a while to sort of think oh, maybe could he be an actual hero, and when he made his family when he gave his family the same powers as him, that sort of made me think oh yeah, he is an actual superhero. There are moments where it's yeah, he can be an actual superhero type, just more fun. I like the villain. I thought he was fine, and because I know the story that they did, because I looked it up. And it's interesting the fact that they replaced they didn't change a lot, but the one thing they did change was the villain, because in the real story, the villain is Black Adam, who was supposed to be played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I'm kind of glad he wasn't in it, because if he was, then everyone would just looked at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being Black Adam. That's the kind of thing. I'm glad that that he got. That Zachary Levi, that Shazam got his own movie, his own startup to be this is what he is, this is who he is, this is what his life is like. I felt sorry for Billy Batson a little bit in terms of his story, the fact that his mother didn't want him, the fact that he basically searched for his whole life and nothing happened. But I like the fact that he embraced his foster family, and that he decided, no, I'm going to be an actual superhero. One thing things I regret a little bit. Some of the jokes didn't land. But that's what it was going to be. I was a little bit annoyed because at the end credits scene, there's a post-credit scene where they bring it way in school, Shazam shows up for Freddy to be oh, I'm going to support you, and then he says, I brought a friend along, and it turns out to be Superman. And they sort of cut him, without the head. They just show him the suit. And I don't know. I wanted Henry Cavill to be in it. I just wanted to see Henry Cavill do that, him sitting down. It would, even if it was only for a few seconds, I would have loved it. It would have been so great. Apart from that, there are the normal, typical things of oh, this is how the villain will work. This is what will happen. There are some weird CGI moments with the 7 deadly sins, which I was okay, don't know why, kind of weird, but okay, I'll give you that to you. But all in all, I actually thought the movie was fine. The sequels, there's going to be a sequel, no doubt. I know there's going to be a Black Adam solo movie, and I don't know how they're going to do that, because he's a villain, I don't understand this weird trend of, having villains have their own movies. It doesn't really make any sense, I get the anti-heroes, they're just bad guys who do good stuff, that's fine, but, Black Adam's a villain. He's an actual supervillain. Like, it's like the Joker movie. It's like, why is Joker having a movie? That's just ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. I mean, apart from that, I mean, I just don't know what's going to happen. I hope it's going to be good. I think, yeah, overall, in terms of this movie, in terms of ratings, I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10, which I think is good. Yeah, it's a good movie, and I really liked it. I liked it more than Aquaman. I'll give it that, because Aquaman is just a bunch of CGI and a lot of weird plot. This one, it was more level-headed. It made a little bit more sense, and it was like a nice streamline to be like, oh yeah, this is what it is. We're embracing the fact that this is a stupid character. This is what we're gonna do, and I like that. I like that a lot about it. Sorry if I'm moving the camera around. There's no place in my car that I can hold this very well. So yeah, I'm excited for what's going to happen next. I think the next one is Birds of Prey, the next DC movie, which is, yeah, I don't mind. It's like a super villain team up, of like Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and like others. I don't know what it is. I know it features those characters, and I know that it's sort of anti-hero-ish, but I'm excited. I'll if the trailer's good, I'll go see it. Yeah, that's the thing. But I like this trend that they're doing, and I hope they stick to it. But yeah, that's basically it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back next week with a brand new video. Maybe a little bit more lighter this time. I don't know why I'm doing this video now. I just figured, why not just... I was just up at night and thought, why don't I just do the video in the car? Because I don't want to do it in the house where everyone's asleep. Might as well just do it now and have some fun. Yeah, I might do this video again later. But if it's not nighttime, but who cares? Anyway, guys, I will see you next week. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this. Check it all out, and I will see you next week. Bye.